art started in Nigerian schools. How art started in Nigerian school. Before Nigeria was being colonized by the British government, they were practicing a kind of education known as an informal education. So during that period, in primary schools, art was being taught as handwork, where the local craftsmen were being invited to come and teach the pupils on how to produce what handwork. At this point, at a time when Nigeria was being colonized, that was where the introduction of formal education came in, and then art was being excluded. It could be because those local craftsmen were not able to come out with a scheme of work, or will not be able to come out with how a format in which this art could be taught. But at a time, there came a man. He is an Aina Onobulu. He is from Ogun State, an Ijabu Ode man. He was a self-trained artist. He started drawing, painting at the age of 12. He has passion for art. It was at that point he had passion to introduce art into the curriculum. So he introduced art. He went to the policymakers of formal education them to tell them about introduction of art into the school curriculum, but it didn't take it, they didn't agree at a point. Then he had to take it upon himself to further to get a diploma in fine art. That was when he traveled to London to study art in St. John Wood Academic School. Then when he studied art there, he was being given a certificate. Then he came back and introduced this art again into the policymakers of education. Then they accepted it, and he was able to now introduce art, bring in a curriculum that bring in art into the Nigerian curriculum of education. Then after then he needed some people, some expatriates, to also assist him in training the youth of Nigerians on how to on art education. So he went further to invite Kenneth C. More, who also assisted him in teaching art in Nigerian schools like the Queen and King's College, Lagos, Government Secondary School, Umahia, and that of Ibadan too. They also taught in missionary schools. It was at this point he was able to advise the youth to take up a career in art and study it. At that point came Ben Ewonwu, Uche Okeke, and so many other contemporary artists of today. So this was how art was being introduced into Nigerian school. It was done with the help of Aina Onobulu. He was born in the year 1882 and he died in the year 1963. So, hello viewers, I hope you find this video useful, and if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.